Hello and welcome to Total War Warhammer. And today I was just experimenting with some ways to cheese. We know there are a lot of ways to cheese right now in the game, but I just want to find some more because my interest was piqued by the Death Star, and I wanted to bring night goblins. Well, you might think these guys are underpowered as heck, and they are. So, there's not a cheesy build at all. It's the spam that actually is really hard to win with. I tried to win with this so many times, and did not work. This became more of a challenge than a cheese. So, my original thought was that if I could bring every single one of my units and make them Vanguard deployment and deploy them right in front of my enemy, then all of their missiles and all of their artillery would be completely negated immediately. But what I didn't take into account is that the Night Goblin's leadership sucks so much, it doesn't even matter. So, yeah, I played so many battles and just got crushed immediately. But what's interesting about the Night Goblins is that they can deploy anywhere and they can hide anywhere. So I have a complete surround on my opponent right now. Also have some Wolf Riders in the rear. So yeah, all of my units were Vanguard deployment. But here, we have some Dwarf Warriors, front line. Some Dwarf Warriors weapons, some Iron Breakers, which are extremely tough infantry. 2 cannons, Ungrim Iron Fist, and 6 Quarrelers, which will do a lot of damage to my unarmored Night Goblins. You can see already taking fire right here. So I'm trying to get a complete surround on my opponent, charging downhill. These Iron Breakers are going to be a tough nut to crack. Anyway, sending in the Goblin Wolf Riders, because these guys are upgraded, they're actually going to do fine, even against the Quarrelers that normally would beat Goblin Wolf Riders. So yeah, one unit is already routed. But before they've taken one casualty or any HP damage at all, I've had one unit completely rout. Orcs everywhere. That's right. So I'm gonna charge in, try to attack these Iron Breakers. But look, they shrug off any damage at all to them. So I am getting into his Quarrelers, but these Night Goblins are so sucky that it takes him forever to kill Quarrelers. Even when they're upgraded with 6 Stravrons. So I cast Curse of the Bad Moon. I probably shouldn't do this. I really should save my spells for the end, late game. Because spells late game could do a lot of damage, but as you can see, this did absolutely nothing. Complete waste of mana. Iron Breaker's only taken three losses, but I'm getting surrounds on the rest of his units, and they're losing. But I mean, these Night Goblins, they have 6 chevrons. I had hoped they do a little bit more against Dwarf Warriors with no experience. And what's really annoying is these Quarrelers are still firing even though they're getting chewed on in the flank by these Night Goblins. We also have Ungrim chasing off these Wolf Riders with gold experience. Yeah, I'm trying to take down these Iron Breakers as much as I can, because I know that they will be They'll be a problem for me if I can't deal with them. The rest of these dwarves I can handle okay. And these Quarterlers as well. Also, Ungrim is full health and quite a danger to my troops. But you can see the horrible leadership of the goblins here. They have a base of 36, and just the damage sustained is minus 48, or minus 30 there. Attack in the rear, yeah, it's pretty pathetic. And even these Night Goblins have been upgraded, so that improves their leadership from normal. But Ungrim is something I can't deal with right now. I have to wait until I can take him down later. And I tried to do the direct damage spells against him with my wizard. But you can see these Iron Breakers have been fighting this entire time, sending blasting charges, and they've crushed like 3 units of my goblins already. That paid for themselves 3 times over. So yeah, this is not a cheesy build. If you want to try this, it is really hard to beat. Like, it's extremely hard to play with. I'm throwing everything I can against this Iron Breaker unit, and it is bashing everything with the shield. Even these Quarterlers, I've been surrounding them the entire game, and they're just... These dwarves are so good at dying slowly that the goblins just fall to pieces around them. Just look at this. Charge after charge after charge against the Iron Breakers. Do not rout. And now Ungrim gets relieves the pressure on them. And I cannot fight with Ungrim right next to here. But I mean, this is good. Iron Breakers should be this good. It's just the Night Goblins shouldn't be this sucky. So I have to retreat from here. But the retreat almost turns into a rout. Yeah, they don't like retreating. But yeah, I mean, even these Quarterlers are fighting off my completely upgraded Night Goblins. I mean, yeah, it would be nice to see these Night Goblins get some more love. But yeah, anyway. It's just a knockout, drag-out fight at this point. Because he's discovered all my troops, he knows where all they are. And these Iron Breakers also have been fighting for extremely long times, and they still have 72 men left. My Goblin Shaman is going to get the heck out of there. And once again, a retreat almost turns into a rout. In fact, it does turn into a rout. So yeah, not good at all. So I still have to face 2 units of Iron Breakers, and look at this. I get a charge with 13 gold chevron Goblin Wolf Riders. These Quarterlers withstand their charge. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying how stupid this build is, and it's not a cheesy build. I was attempting to get a cheesy build and did not get one. And you can see just Ungrim does not care about this spell at all because he's magic resistant. So Iron Breaker, Dwarf Warrior, and the rest I've cleaned up. I have just some very depleted night goblins, and they're all exhausted. You can see what makes them. Oh, taking some fire from the armors. Exhaustion -8, -16, exposed flank. Okay. And he unfortunately gets a hit on my load there, which is bad. I'm just trying to isolate his units, but he keeps sending in support every time, which is bad. I need to isolate every single one of his guys. I'm trying to keep these warriors righted, because just these 30 dwarf warriors can do so much damage to my men. And here I am isolating some more troops. And they're not gonna last that. Oh my god, the laugh of that goblin is just so weird. So I sort of had an opportunity to fight these iron breakers right here, but then Ungrim turns back around. Also, my troops are exhausted, and for some reason his dudes are still completely active, even though they're in full armor and I have ropes on. Whatever. So making sure these guys don't ever think they have another chance. Yeah, my guys are completely exhausted. Oh, these guys are very tired. But somehow these guys are fresh. Yeah, I'm gonna take an opportunity to rest up because exhaustion is giving me -8 morale, and I really need morale at this point. If I can charge him from both sides and keep my morale okay, then I'm fine. So yeah, I just tell my opponent I'm just resting, try to do some damage, but you can see I think I've cast 3 spells on this guy and he doesn't care, which is really weird. He only has 25 missile resistance, so I don't know why. Magic resistance. Oh, maybe the magic missile casts a missile. So even though I said I was resting and he needs to rest, I'm fresh in this unit, but some of my other units are winded. But what's really annoying is that the charge animation of these iron breakers lets them catch up to my goblins. My guys have a speed of 33, his have a speed of 27, which for one should be a bigger disparity because iron breakers are head to toe in armor. But yeah, he manages to catch my guys when his guys are winded and I'm active. Like, that's just a bad mechanic. I'm sorry. It's not good that these guys are able to catch up. Like, I ran away the moment I saw him charging at me. But then I take unnecessary damage, and I take unnecessary morale penalties, and yeah. And also Ungrim has a speed of 32. I have a speed of 33. He'll be able to catch up just fine because he has a charge animation. I mean, it's okay that you get a speed bonus, but I don't know. There's just something wrong with, because then you can't skirmish away. I mean, he's catching up to him just fine. And now, okay, plus 24% speed, that makes sense. But before, he was catching up without the ability. But now I have to retreat because my guys are wavering and all of that BS. But now my guys are back to not exhausted anymore. So I see Ungrim is chasing after my guys, and now I see my opportunity to strike. I have a downhill advantage on these Iron Breakers. They have their back turned to me, and if I can isolate this unit, hopefully I can punish the rest. So I charge in. Of course this unit's gonna die, but of course it has to. So downhill charge just to stop these guys from getting to this combat. And I am dropping models here, but these guys are not losing. And Foe Seeker again. So I'm surrounding these guys, and I am picking them apart. They've lost quite a few men, but my guys have extremely bad morale, only taking down one of these guys. So getting these guys completely surrounded, very good. But then he charges in. I don't have any more units to tie the Iron Breakers down, and Ungrim is back. So I do manage to rout the Iron Breakers, and I wanted to pull out at this point, but all of my guys are out, and I figure maybe, just maybe, I can take these guys down right now. But I don't have enough. I really don't. It's sad. It's a sad day for the Night Goblins. Tears are welling up. But the Iron Breakers are too good. They beat everything I throw at them. So, good game. I was frustrated. This was my closest attempt to winning anything with the Night Goblin army. One kill. One kill. Whereas this unit got 270 kills. Even these cannons that completely got neutralized got some kills. Anyway, good game to Boss Hog. See you next time.